Hi guys, this is your digital anchor chart for dividing with fractions and dividing fractions. Standard NF7 that says apply and extend previous understanding of division to divide unit fractions by whole numbers and whole numbers by unit fractions. That's the 5th grade fraction standard. And NS6, NS1, which says interpret and compute quotients of fractions, solve word problems involving division of fractions by fractions, including reasoning strategies such as visual fraction models and equations to represent the problem. So we have 2 learning targets here. I can divide fractions by whole numbers and fractions, and I can divide whole numbers by fractions. This chart's really going to show you what those models look like that are mentioned in both of those standards, and we'll talk about a formula for that on another video. So this is actually not quite as complicated as it sounds. If we have this problem right here that says a serving of pie is 1/8 of the pie, how many servings are in 2 pies? So you're essentially solving the problem. 2 divided by 1/8. And you're telling me how many 1/8 servings are in this pie, which is really pretty simple. If we simply divide the models into eighths, that's not a very good eighth, but you get the idea. We can easily see that there are 16 servings of pie. There are 8 here and 8 here, which leads us basically into the equation or the formula for dividing fractions. When you divide 2 by 1/8, you can easily see that you are doing the same thing as if you were multiplying 2 times 8. Okay, because there are 8 servings here and there are 8 servings here. So when we divide by a fraction, we are actually multiplying by the reciprocal of that fraction. So the reciprocal is the fraction flipped upside down. So if we divide 2 by 1/8 and get 16, we could also solve that problem by multiplying 2 by the reciprocal of 1/8, which is 8 over 1. So 2 times 8 equals 16. So this is the way that we generally solve complicated fraction problems where a model is not practical, is we multiply by the reciprocal of that number. Let me show you another example. This is an example of a fraction by a whole number. So we have half a pan of dressing left over. If 4 people share it, how much of the pan will each person get? So we're going to take our half a pan here, and this is going to be 1/2 divided by 4, okay, and we're going to split it into 4 pieces. So here we have half the pan divided into 4 pieces. Each person gets 1/8. Because this is a serving out of 8 total servings, and it's 1/8 of the pan. We could also find that by, this looks just like the multiplying fractions model, right? It looks like 1/2 times 1/4 gives you 1/8. So again, the same principle applies here. If we multiply 1/2 times the reciprocal of 4, so 4 would be written as 4 over 1. The reciprocal of 4 is 1/4, which gives you 1/8. So you can either think of this problem as 1/2 divided by 4 or 1/2 times 1/4. Either way, you're going to get the answer of 1/8. Last but not least, you can use a strip diagram if it's not practical to draw a picture. So we have how many 2/3 a cup servings are in 3 cups of sugar. So I have 1 cup of sugar here, 1 cup here, and 1 cup here. Now this is dividing 3 by 2/3. So 3 divided by 2/3 equals. So I'm just going to use my picture to solve the problem. So if I divide these into thirds, so I've got 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, that's 3/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 3/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 3/3. So a serving is 2/3. Let me get a different color. So here's one set of 2/3. Here is another 2/3. So far I'm at 2. Now I'm at 3. Now I'm basically at 4.5, okay, because I have half of 2/3 left over. Let's look at what that looks like with the numbers. So if I did my trick of multiplying by the reciprocal, and I did 3 times 3 over 2, that would give me 3 times 3 is 9 over 2. And 9 divided by 2 gives me 4 1/2. Just like my picture here shows me, 1, 2, 3, 4 1/2 of that 2/3. So lots of ways to do this. You can use a model. You can use a equation to support your model where we multiply by the reciprocal when we divide by a fraction. Good luck with this. Bye.